Hello everyone, this is Roxas1359. Welcome to the next game of the Summer of Bits, Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. For the minds of Hiroji Kiyotake, Takahiko Hosokawa, and Gunpei Yokoi comes Super Mario Land 2, sequel to the first Game Boy game, Super Mario Land, and being one of the other games that was actually not directed by Shigeru Miyamoto when it came to Mario. Super Mario Land 2, 6 Golden Coins is actually one of the first ever Mario games I ever played, and I found that it was a perfect idea to play it for the Summer of Bits. I mean, it's not too hard, and it's rather short, plus it's a rather fun game. I mean, it definitely takes more inspiration from Super Mario Land than from the original Mario Bros. Games like the first Super Mario Land does. The reason why I'm not playing the first Super Mario Land, I am terrible at that game. But pretty much, how does this game play? Well, what is going on is, while we were in Sarasaland, saving Princess Daisy in the first Super Mario Land, our castle, Castle Mario, was stolen by that dastardly man, Wario. And as a result, we need to get the 6 golden coins to open up our front door and confront Wario. Why Mario locked his door behind 6 golden coins? I don't know. Maybe that was something that Wario decided to do. But pretty much for this game, what we're going to be doing is, it's not going to be a 100% run. And as you could already tell, I just quickly was rushing through this game. This game, pretty much we're going to be doing a world a part, and then we're going to be doing the finale. Pretty much plays very similar to Super Mario World, I would say, and I have to admit, this looks excellent for a classic Game Boy game. I mean, yeah, it doesn't have color, but what do you expect? This is the classic Game Boy. This game's sprite work is amazing for an 8-bit game. And I have to commend it for that, especially for everything. You're going to notice the enemies are going to be a lot different as well, and that is because this is pretty much what established Wario and would later end up getting him his own series, the Wario Land series, as Hiroji Kiyotake would go on to make the Wario Land games, and normally I believe he was an enemy designer. And you'll know that for certain when you come to some of the unique enemies that this game has. Pretty much, each level has a set goal to get to, and there's a bell at the top. Hit the bell, and you will get to do a bonus minigame once you complete the level. So, what is our bonus minigame? It's this little crane game. Hit the A button 1 second right after it begins, and you are guaranteed to win every single time. There is not a single one of these minigames that, when I manage to get them, I do not win. Believe me, it's very easy. It's very easy to build up lives in this game. So, pretty much, this is our overworld. We can go to any of the worlds to get one of our gold coins first, which means the game's kind of put on the easy side, so then it's accessible through all levels. But for this run, we're going to be going in a reverse order. What I'm going to be doing is, I'm going to be starting with Turtle Zone, and our last zone is going to be Tree Zone. Why am I doing that? That's because I find some of the later worlds in 6 Golden Coins to be a little bit more challenging than the ones in the beginning, such as Tree World, or Tree Zone, I should say, since they're not worlds in this game, they're zones. Anyway, one thing I need to apologize right away for, you may hear a slight little clip noise every once in a while. That was something with the recording. I have no idea what that was. Pretty much, I just did this game all in one session, so that really shows how long the game really is. Although that doesn't mean I won't die, oh no. Anyway, hit those bells right there, those are checkpoints. What those mean is you can go into the level at any time you wish and come back in, say you die and you want to go and get a power-up or something. You can go out, get a power-up, and come back, and you will end up in that point of the stage again. Makes it a lot easier. Everything in this level is killable except for the sharks. Sharks cannot be killed, so do not try it. Anyway, we got some cheep right here, so let us swim under them. Swimming controls are pretty simple. A button, constantly mashing it will cause you to swim. If you hit nothing, then you'll just fall down. It's pretty standard Mario controls, and I think it translates pretty well to 6 golden coins. But here we have our next bell, so... I love the music for this game, which is done by Kazumi Totaka. So yes, Totaka's song is actually in this game. If you end up getting a game over and you wait, I believe it's 2 minutes and 30 seconds, you'll hear Totaka's song. If you don't know what that is, Kazumi Totaka is known for composing games and hiding a song inside it. For example, he did some of the soundtracks, if not, I believe the entire soundtrack for Luigi's Mansion. And Totaka's song's hidden inside of the beginning tutorial screen when you can end up choosing what controls you use if you wait a certain amount of time. It's become known as Totaka's song, and it's in every single one of, well, just about every single one of the games that he's composed. I think there's a few that aren't inside it. This is actually one of Totaka's earlier works in composing, and I think he does a good job. I think Super Mario Land 2 has pretty good soundtrack, all things considered. Now, some of you are probably wondering, why did I have this be my first Mario game? Most people would have had, you know, the NES Mario games be their first Mario games, or say Mario 64 or any of the 3D ones be their first games for when they do one. For me, I grew up more with Super Mario Land 2. This was, as I said before, one of my first ever Mario games that I played, and it was also one of the only ones I was actually good at, because I am terrible at 2D Mario games. I've beaten Mario 3. I've never beaten Lost Levels. I'm probably never going to beat Lost Levels. But I can play this game confidently, and that's all that matters to me. Anyway, grab the star right here, run into 5 people, and you'll get yourself an extra life, which is always good. Now, one thing I didn't mention is if you hold the B button, you'll be able to run. B is also going to be used to use some of Mario's abilities, because there are only 2 power-ups besides the standard mushroom inside this game. They are the Fire Flower and the, I believe it's Super Carrot is what it's called? I never knew the name of it. Pretty much what I'm effectively going to call the Super Carrot gives you bunny ears that allows you to glide through the air, which is pretty helpful. Believe me, you're going to be seeing that a lot this project. And then the Fire Flower is, well, the Fire Flower. It's been inside the game since Mario 1, so might as well be inside this one. So, we need to just navigate through this maze right here. Always watch out for how much time you have left, and you might be noticing, Roxas, you have over 100 coins. You have 170 now. Why is it that you haven't gotten a life? Lives in this game are handled differently. Instead of being one-up mushrooms, they are hearts in particular. And whenever you end up getting one, it will add on to your count. And a good thing about this game, it actually saves your live count if you end up quitting the game. So that is a plus in my book, because there are a lot of 3D Mario games that don't do that. I'm looking at you, Galaxy. Anyway, to get lives, pretty much you can run into 5 enemies when you have an invincibility star, or you can just find them hidden around levels in general. You can also use the coins to play special mini games to get yourself more lives. Otherwise, to get more lives, you can do the bonus end games that are at the end of levels, such as by hitting the bell. Or you can end up getting power-ups by playing mini games using your coins as well. It's a slot machine. But I decided to give up on that goal because I ended up messing up twice. And now we are at the last part of Turtle Zone. Yes, it's already that fast. And I'm in Monstro? Oh boy, I'm gonna get lost. That's for sure. And already you can tell this game has a little bit of a different level design than conventional Mario, and I think that's probably why it stands out so much to me, because, I'm sorry, Mario games, they're formulaic, and I like them, but I like it when they break the mold a little bit with this, which is why I loved Gunpei Yokoi when he did Mario Land 1 and Mario Land 2. It's a shame that I'm terrible at Mario Land 1, really. Anyway, watch out for the giant protruding bones right here, because those will actually give you touch damage. Ah, great, I lost my flying ability. I needed that. Right, so break everything right here, and we can get ourselves a Fire Flower instead. And due to the fact that there is no, color inside of this game, they give Mario a little feather in his hat in order to signify, hey, you can shoot fire now. I am the Sultan. I am the Sultan of the Mushroom Kingdom, and you will all worship me and my fire-throwing abilities as they go over this Koopa. Alright, so let's just get to the end. We're actually close to the end because whenever you hit the checkpoint, that means that you are close to one of the first bosses. Now, what are bosses in this game? A little bit interesting, to say the least. And let me just tell you, they're rather easy. 3 hits, they go down. There's only one boss that takes 9, and that's only because it has 3 people as the boss. But let's go to our first boss. Which is a giant octopus, surprisingly not a blooper. So, pretty much, hit it 3 times. If you bounce on it, that counts as 1 hit, and boom. There you go. That takes care of Turtle Zone and acquires us our first golden coin. So, let's put that inside the door and move on to our next zone. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna end it off right here. This is Roxas1359. Next time, we're gonna be going to Mario Zone.